Oh, South Florida means so much to me, especially my hometown in the Glades. I grew up in South Bay, Florida, an area affectionately known as the Muck. Well, I'm running for president because I'm the son of immigrants. My mother and father immigrated to this country from Jamaica. My father was a contract sugarcane cutter. He cut cane for 75 cents a row and right off the shores of Lake Okeechobee, where I grew up. And they were here to chase the American dream, and I'm living that American dream. Went to Florida State, won a national championship playing for Coach Bobby Bowden. Graduated from there, had a shot with the Cincinnati Bengals. After my NFL career was cut short, my wife and I, we started a construction business, and now I'm the mayor of one of the most major cities in the great city of Florida. And I'm running because that American dream is slipping away from many Americans. And I want to give a second chance for Americans to reach that American dream. I know I'm qualified to be the President of the United States. You know, here serving as a mayor of the great city of Miramar, we're taking jobs away from China when other cities are losing jobs in manufacturing to countries like China. We are actually fighting for gun safety in our country. I'm suing the state of Florida so that mayors across this state can be able to bring these issues for discussions in their various cities. Right now, we're fighting oil drilling right outside of the shores of our city in the Everglades, threatening our water supply. And you know, I'm not convinced that the solutions for the American people are coming from Washington. Mayors, we get the job done. We don't have the luxury of shutting down our governments. We're closest to the people. And there aren't solutions that are meeting the imperative issues that are important to the American people. So I look forward to bringing this candidacy, my record as a business owner. My wife and I started a construction business, creating high-paying jobs. Yet in the city of Miramar, we also passed a living wage in our city. So I put my record up against any Washingtonian that may be passing legislations or attempting to pass legislations with the practical and everyday solutions that I'm accomplishing here as mayor in the city of Miramar. Well, I don't subscribe to the designation of labels. I subscribe to solutions. When you think about the $1.5 trillion in outstanding student loan debt that is stifling Americans in their financial mobility, and I'm proposing that we eliminate that debt. I think that, that's not a controversial position. When you're a mother or a father thinking about how you're going to pay for your child's higher education, and you have to take on these debts, or if the student may have to take on these debts, it just shows that our system is not working for everyone, and you have to have a higher education to be competitive. As a nation, we need to be an educated society. But Americans should not be mortgaging basically the rest of their professional life paying off such high debt. So I think these are practical decisions. When you think about gun violence, the access to assault-style weapons that, you know, are involved in massive shootings, and that took place just right here close to us here in Parkland and in Sandy Hook, in Orlando, in Aurora. That's becoming the norm. Right now at this minute, there's probably a 5th grade class that's doing an active shooter drill in the event if they have an active shooting. That's a travesty. America, we are better than that. We need to be spending that time educating our children what type of America that we want. So that's why I'm running. I think the issues that I'm bringing forward are just common sense issues, and I look forward to bringing that message to the American people, as well as hearing from them on their ideas on how we can make America remaining for all of us instead of just a select few. Oh, South Florida means so much to me, especially my hometown in the Glades. I grew up in South Bay, Florida, an area affectionately known as the Muck. It's so competitive. There are so many great football players and athletes there, but I also competed in the classroom. You know, some of my classmates went on to Harvard University. They're physicians, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're educators. So it's a very competitive environment. We grew up poor, but we didn't know we were poor. We had all of the resources, great role models, being able to play outside year round. Christmas to me, a great Christmas to me was the ability to go outside after you got a brand new bike for Christmas and the weather was awesome and you can just ride on the streets. While you look on TV and other places, it was snow, hail, rain, water. That wasn't Christmas for us. So South Florida is a wonderful place to come from, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to be born here.